Okay, I'm looking at a property for Windermere Property Management. This is 15416 40th Avenue South in Tukwila. And we're looking at asphalt repair. Real quick, before I get started with the repairs, I want to show project management team what it looks like. We got a dead end road here that you come in off of 40th Avenue South. Just up the road is the light rail that you can see that you can take up here by the airport. All right, just for reference, you got this area right here where we can park on the side. It says no parking north of here, which would be in this area, but we also have this side over here that we could use for our staging while we're looking at getting this work done. There's not a lot of parking down here at the very back. Okay, down here again, we could be right down there in the gravel area if need be for staging to put a trailer. All right, so this is a steep incline here, and the original scope of work was to look at this catch basin that's sinking down here. It's going to need about a 2-inch riser on it in order to take away this dip that it's got. If you were to drive down this right now, if I was to drive on it with my car, I'd end up scraping. If I came up the hill, I'd run right into that and damage the bumper. So that needs to at least come up 2 inches. I was going to give two prices. One was to fix this immediate area, and then another one was to remove and replace all this alligator asphalt that goes up to where my orange marks are right here. After looking at it and trying to figure out where a good stopping point would be, it was making it hard for me to find that area and then have it tie into this failed asphalt. So it's just going to have to be one price, unfortunately. But it'll fix this issue. So as you can see, I've got markings here where we would need to stop for this building here, because you've got these other units and these aren't owned by Windermere, but you see they've got the same kind of issue. They've got this alligator cracking and all this water's getting inside, causing issues, eroding underneath, causing things to sink like this, causing asphalt to disappear like right there. I just looked inside the catch basin and it looks like it's a type 1 type catch basin. It doesn't look like there's any damage to it. It looks like it's still intact. You see there's a drain pipe right here that comes from the unit right here. It goes pretty deep. It's probably at least 6-7 feet deep. But we need to raise this up at least a couple inches. Okay, we're looking at about 3 inches of asphalt on the depth here. We're gonna go with this first measurement here. From there down to approximately where that spray mark is, that dot, we've got a 14 by 17 right here to replace this asphalt, raise that up, make this more gradual so that cars can come down, actually drive down this and not bottom out. Okay, but keep the flow going towards this catch basin, and then at the same time we got to make sure that the flow of water is going this way. Okay, and then this measurement right here going up the drive aisle, you can see this needs to be fixed. It crowns right about where my back tire is. There's a crown right there, so water flows this direction from this point right here. It flows this direction away from the buildings, but once it gets past where my tire is, it slopes down towards that building. The asphalt's good over there. It's all right in this area, in this drive aisle. So what we have here is we've got a 16-foot wide aisleway. And we're gonna check the length on this. See all the alligator cracking. All of this is just giving way for water, access for water to get in and wash away what's underneath. There's a lot of trucks, heavy trucks that come in here, more than likely causing this issue. So that's 70 feet. we've got a 16 by 70 foot area, which we can go from this point here and go right down towards the catch basin. Rip this out, leaving the curbing, but rip this all out, compact that dirt and gravel that's in there right now, and then put new asphalt back in here. Now the hope is to, again, keep the water from traveling that direction, which right here, water will travel that direction as it's sloped, but for the most part right in here, we want to keep that water staying in this direction as much as possible. So we want to make sure that it's gradually sloped to the right down towards this curb, keeping it away from the unit. As you get down here towards the catch basin, you can see at one point, probably the last pavers that were here, the original pavers, they made it to where there was like a little channel for the water to get down to the catch basin, and we can still achieve that by when we get down past the unit here. As soon as we get down past the unit, we can get some of this water to flow in that direction, but once it gets past the catch basin, it's just going to go back to, you know, wherever it's going at this point, which some of it looks like it travels that way, some of it looks like it travels towards the unit, but we're only responsible for this area and up. Okay, so remove and replace this asphalt all the way out to the curb, all the way up to that point. Get that removed, get it replaced. Try to get some of this water that comes down in front of the building to flow this direction towards the catch basin as much as possible. So this area right here is going to be raised up slightly because of that 2-inch riser, making this more gradual of a slope as you come down, so you can actually pull out and go this direction, and so that cars can actually come this way and not bottom out right here. Okay, this is something that needs to be done fairly soon, so that there's no other issues. You can see where there's scrape marks right here. There's a couple scrape marks from other vehicles over time, delivery trucks, whatever, probably come through and hit that. All right, so here we are. There's the repair. Any other questions, let me know. I talked about what kind of staging area there is there. I already talked to the person that has that black car, and this car right here can get moved temporarily for at least a day, because this will take 1 day to remove and replace. All right, thanks.